Bofoo, you done here? Ah. Hmm. Yeah, it's there where it should be, but you guys are not where you should be. Now you are. Matthew. Alrighty. Yep, always do a little peek. Blech. Alright. Near a replicant. Okay. So we are on playthrough B. Yeah, playthrough number B. I believe this starts us off right after we pick up Kaine. So we don't have to go through everything before. We don't have to go through the Kidnir stuff. We don't have to go through the weapon fight. We just start with Kaine, I think. Yep.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Anyway...
Yes, we can. The game starts to be about Kaine trademark. Kaine's dreams, discrimination. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surround the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly toward the wooden hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously dedicated and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with the pale white skin to give a face of an almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then I... The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on, come on! The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vein slowly creak to life, spinning this way and that for a moment. It finally saw the beak pointing firmly toward the east. East? Really? Before the vein could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face. The stones continued their assault. Though the rain and the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder, the voice rang out. Yoo-hoo! Kaine! Let's go into Demo, the worst of all the bullies in the area. Kaine struggled to stand up. Hamilton came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision. She couldn't make out the shape. She could make out the shape of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine seeing difference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or do you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to their sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated and, if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Demo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me, he can't hurt me, he can't. Oh, the little freak's gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Is this about transphobia, though? Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if the gods, but if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless, a failure. Wish Demo's rocket had taken my head off. Kinda couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The boy moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. I mean, I thought her thing was she was intersex, which is like related, but like I don't know. It's splitting hairs at that point, I guess. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with its thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. Show me. No. Did you just say no? Demo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Having taken his attention from Kaine, he called to his cohorts. Come on, guys. Let's get the freak what she deserves. As soon as Demo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Demo paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are. Kaine ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. He continued to point east, as if supremely confident that the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, it's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak! 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 Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. And when the laughter of the tormentors turned to terrified cries as she dare open a single blood-caked eye, I was shocked to see Demo sprawl on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Ah! Now's not time for bots. Oh my god, he's crying. He's actually crying. Proud of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. The young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Hurts like a bitch, don't it? I should scatter before I throw another one. If you little bastards touch my Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it. The little one crouched down and gently touched the hand on Demo. I touched the hand Demo was using to cover the wound. Before getting to Rotesh, she grounded her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. Ow! He screamed, leaping to his feet. Stop it, what are you doing? Quit whining, ain't no one ever died from a scratch. You're the rock, you stupid bitch, a big one, that thing could have killed me. The little man shrugged. That's the best cure for stupid. Demon's face twisted with rage at her words, locking his eyes on Kaine. He took a step backward and spat on the ground. Get out! Leave this village! No one wants you here, either of you! The old woman grabbed another stone. Demon's companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. Ha! Look at the fat boy go. 'Cause he's healthy enough to run from a fight. The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it on the young girl's shoulders, and proceeded to bruise the cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting out the blood on her forehead. Oh, Kaine, why don't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot. Words of her grandmother stung Kaine, and she turned away. Don't be nice to me. I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore. Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. Everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. Wish I was dead. As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaine found herself unable to turn away. Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of the world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempt to cross in. You gotta do it to fight until your last breath. Understand? The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know because you survived it. As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother. When her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and the first 4 years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, seeing mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. No one could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness. It was her. Did I make you sick, Grandma? Of course not. Don't be an ass. Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. My body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't. Hush. I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell. With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. Oh my gosh, these lunar tears! Grandma, you made this for me? Lunar tears, legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives never seeing one, yet her grandmother somehow managed to collect a dozen or more. Kaine reached out to touch the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where'd you find these? Just stumbled on them while I was out doing the shopping. The woman turned away as she spoke, leading Kaine to suspect that the search had been more difficult than she was letting on. The paint she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers using its construction, made Kaine's heart hurt. She reached up to gently adjust the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. Didn't quite turn out right, she said her grandmother as she squinted at it. The little hands have trouble with delicate work, but I'm sure it looks good on a pretty girl like you. Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Of course you are. What a fool thing to say. Thank you, Grandma. Her grandmother smiled. We're gonna be fine, you and me. As long as we got each other, we'll be just fine. Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaine gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away on the wind. The rain had stopped. Kaine stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough. Even if it's us against the world. Hello, lovely Mainsea. Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Daily life. That was something, all of that was honestly something I kind of connected to a lot just immediately. Just the kind of upbringing I had, I guess, the people around me not fitting in, people wishing you were dead, essentially. Or I guess not caring if you were dead. Being the subject of scorn for seemingly no fault of your own, but everyone seems convinced that it'd be better if you were gone. Since Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The photo being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as it could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard without abandon. Trying to stack such would probably die of frustration before the job was through. It's a piece of shit axe. His grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with most splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. Grandma, called Kaine. Is that you, Kaine? Yeah, yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. Don't get too close or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake. She brought the axe down a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kaine, close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. Once she'd scuffed to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, "Grandma, you need help? I can get you water or lunch or a new axe or something." The axe would struck another wobbly blow, paused midair. The woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment and smiled. "Tell you what, since you're doing a piss-poor job of chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can get the water? Jay's been restless lately, and I don't want you running one of them bastards." Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with one bucket's on the end. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kaine did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaine knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter being taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaine moved in, Grandmother decided to take a residence at a good distance from the Eyrie. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter, and rare were the days where any of the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaine enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaine turned attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood. When she finally managed to connect a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in a log that refused to budge. Frustrated, Kaine swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it! Ah, crap. She understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had natural skill with a blade, but the task was challenging, and blisters soon began to form in her small pink hands. It's tough. My logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms, ignoring the pain, Kaine redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. "Pretty clumsy, girl. Better practice if you..." Versus in Kaine's magic is powered by profanity. True! Grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. "Grandma!" The old woman shook her head and pointed to a trembling finger at the bucket. "Get the bucket. Can't let it spill." Kaine saved the bucket with a foot and knelt by her grandma. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress, but Kaine didn't notice. Grandma, what's happening?" There was a panic. She grabbed her mother by her shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away. "Stop that, just stop. It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired on the trip is all." Kaine doesn't want to believe her, but one look at the old woman shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kaine was ending. Sooner than either of them had feared. The position could have been reversed. Next morning, Kaine came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. "Grandma, you're sick and you need medicine. I'm going to the village." No one shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaine gently pushed her down. "It's alright," she said. "I'll be fine." Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed like eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. "I don't like it, goddamn. I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up." No one watched Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as an unseen sun made his way across the dark rainy sky, she was still watching. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade or worse, demoness gang. We encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kaine finally found herself at the entrance of the village. Beautiful, she could see, he glanced sideways at her, and muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinging away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself, I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over, and as she slowly made her way, finally her eyes settled on a rotund older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who could listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. "Hey lady," said Kaine with a bravado she did not feel. "Where's the apothecary?" The woman's flabby cheeks shook in bewildered anger. "How dare this thing speak to me?" They seemed to say, but Kaine saw her eyes were held different emotion, fear. Yeah, they were both scared, lady. Trust me on this one. "Which way?" Kaine repeated. The woman pointed a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stalling off in the other direction. Kaine craned, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary, with a new emotion and a little time to take root. For as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo, who had been sent here on some kind of family errand because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. Oh my god, I mean, what are you doing here, freak? The insult was delivered without force, and Kaine happily ignored it. Stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medication. "Ha! That old bitch finally keel over? Go to hell, Demo." The boy's eyes grew wide as she seemed to fall out of his head. They seemed to fall out of his head before he could let a comeback or worse a punch. The apothecary told him to knock it off before he could get them out of the store. Demo slipped out of the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled with a cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. The notion of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace, something in a world so vast there would be a place she could call home. On a far wall, behind the counter, rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture once contained bright, vibrant colors, but the time had worked its cruel magic, and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. "You like that picture?" Kaine turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad. He seemed to stare through her and to nothing as he spoke. "That's my daughter. I sketched her when she was just a little girl. She's been dead a long time now." Kaine didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. "Pictures are wonderful things," continued the shopkeeper. "The ones closest to you live on forever." He shook his head slightly, and looked down at Kaine and smiled, handing her the medicine. He reached into a sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. "You should have these. There's no one left I wish to draw." Kaine took the instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. "Yes, I heard the rumors about you. It's a small village and more travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which one to believe. I also don't think they matter much. I know your grandmother, Callie." "Callie? Oh, is that the grandmother's name?" I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable." "Grandma's name is Callie," thought Kaine suddenly. She was mulling over this new fact in her mind, as she reached out and gently took crayons from the apothecary's hands. "I was on a friend of mine," he said, as Kaine scooted away yet again. "I know her much. I wonder if she would like if you drew a picture of her." "Yes, I think she would like that very much." I remembered a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was still bursting. Therefore, his voters treated her anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost indecipherable step, but it was a step nonetheless, and on the tiny steps, she one day discovered the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were black and raw, and even bleeding in places, and Kaine thinks she must have been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. Placed medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. "Back already, are you?" her grandmother asked with a yawn. "Come here, let me have a look at you." Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe. Finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild, she leaned back and allowed herself to relax. "Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble?" "It was kind of fun," said Kaine with a small smile. "No, seriously, it was. Fun, eh?" asked the grandmother in a voice that implied she would anything but. "Uh-huh. So anytime you want me to run an errand, please just let me know." As she spoke, Kaine removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed the grandmother she was going to sketch a portrait. "Portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone. But Grandma, it'll make you live forever." "Horse shit," said her grandmother, throwing back from the sheet of the bed. "And forever will just piss me off. Put those crayons away and help with dinner." Kaine would not relent. In the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of the house as posing for a master artist. Things hydrate! Yeah. Kaine took up the crayons and eyed her subject carefully and set to work. As the grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the piece. After staring at her bit, she reached from her grip and slowly led her to the floor. It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all. I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought the crayons would, make drawing easy or something. No one's eyes narrowed at Grandar's disappointment. Maybe the judge of that, she said, ignoring the pain in her back as she reached for the paper. The sketch couldn't have been a person's face. Could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder or a lump of clay or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. No one stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. Oh, Kaine, you truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me, and I love it. But, hush, I won't bear any more bull from about how ugly this is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always. True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kaine often catch herself staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face. Action she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no more and asked Grandma to take the artwork down. Posh, said the old woman. I'll take it down when they roll me in the shroud. She pondered this for a bit, and then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. It makes me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness. It was a moment that burned itself into Kaine's memory, a perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, never forget that old woman who made her place in the world possible. Time moves on, people and memories move in, and now life like ghosts passing through a hall. This moment will be different, Kaine swore, because I'll remember it forever. Forever. Oh no. When you're isolated like that, when it feels like everyone hates you, even the smallest act of kindness, Kaine was lucky, really lucky. Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black objects on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the amused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist in disgust. Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug. The woman threw some more wood into the cooking pot and snorted. It's no bug, you fool. It's a berry. Why would I be feeding you bugs? Yeah, well, it looks like a bug, said Kaine. I think it's burnt or something because it smells terrible. That Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing it as little as possible. Oh yeah, that's terrible, alright. Why, you little brat. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact. 5 years had passed since the moment when Kaine's grandmother saved her from the bullies. As often the way of two stubborn people, the relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs are now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. Kaine could not remember a time in which she'd been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of the responsibility. As her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, she could no longer do many of the chores that she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kaine lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burned berry rolling around her belly. Where are you going today? Asked Grandma suddenly. Kaine looked up surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. Check out the kelma trees and see if they were ripe. Thought we could make some jam or something. I'm gonna pick some flagstones, so I need to take the wheelbarrow. Flagstones? What the hell for? I stared at Grandmother, then held out an arm and swept around the room. Struck mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble. The place sagged like a boxer in the final round. Grandma, dying cat could shoot through this house. Go and build a stone wall so we have some protection. No one laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. Goddamn girl, if a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let them come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway. Don't worry about thieves, worry about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday. No one tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. Well, sure, I don't know why you have to do it today. Don't worry about some other. Grandma, no. If I don't go to the Kemla trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that. The expression passed across the old woman's face, and for a moment she was a small child lost at a carnival. Yes, she said after a bit. Yes, of course you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lady, it seems my mind is... She finished her thought instead of walking over to the nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from her drawer. Flowers' pearls had aged a brilliant whiteness, and Kaine thought it was more revealed now than they she first received it. "You're gonna be a true woman soon," Kaine said as she placed flowers in the girl's hair. "That means less chat about shades and building defensive walls, and more talk about just how beautiful you become." And when Kaine reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand. "You're a beautiful thing," said the old woman, "and another like you in all the world. I'm very proud of you." "Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Such a mouth on you. Where'd that come from? Gee, I wonder." "Gee, just ask me, girl," yelled Grandma, suddenly lurched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, looking around the room with a crazy grin on her face. Grandma, stop it, what the hell?" The woman stared at her and blinked, then slowly held her weakened hands out as if she was the first time she ever seen them. And just... It was the most heartbreaking thing she'd ever seen. "Listen, maybe I should stay home after all. No, listen, maybe I should stay here after all. No, I won't have you stay here and keep an eye on an old codger like me. You get your fruit and the wall and whatnot, I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you." Kaine rolled her eyes and kissed her grandmother on her forehead and made ready to depart. Her just waited to ignore a worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kaine could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around, she told herself. The temptation was too great. She spun on her heel. One final look at the small bent woman standing in the front of the ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. God, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kaine worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. The little fruit she could collect, she was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow. She owned only a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. When those approached, she decided to call it a day. For herself, for lack of focus, Kaine pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. She crossed the final hill when she froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling back down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed on a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead. Tracing the path with a finger, Kaine suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. No, gods, no! Nora's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if it touched the sky itself. "Grandma? Grandma!" Kaine ran then, faster than she had removed her own life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground, but she leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer, Kaine's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark, not just fire. Maybe fire, too much smoke. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to sudden halt. Her worst suspicion confirmed. The smoke from fire was mingling with the thick inky blackness of an enormous shade. As the creature poured itself on three twisted... Oh god, it's that thing. Three twisted feet and bounced, achieved their means with a large armored tail, scales, horns, and claws for its body in a random chaotic pattern. The appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Kaine let out a roar and flicked his tail, sending a small whirlwind and spinning around the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into the shimmering blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of raw meat excrement, before it became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kaine responded with a scream of her own. "Alright, you bastard!" she thought as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. "It's you or me, let's go!" The shade-eyed Kaine with amused interest, and began looking from her in the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the structure it had so gleefully wrought. With a dread building in her heart, Kaine glanced towards the house. Through smoke and flame, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. "Grandma!" At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. "She's alive!" shouted Kaine. "Alive!" Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard towards the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she advanced more than a few steps, her shade opened the woman's mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to ripple trees and send them flying. Last sent Kaine tumbling through the air before smashing against the rocky earth, stars dancing in front of her eyes. She tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Now! Kaine struggled to her feet. The shade stomped towards the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of its claw. The woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach. She might well have been pushing the mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, and then collapsed to the ground, energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet, only to fall back with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire. One or both of them were surely broken. And in the pain that screamed through her body, she began to drag herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. "Grandma, hold on, just a little longer." Grandma's face was turning blue. Her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground, maddening slowness. It doesn't seem to increase with every second that passed. Shade glanced between two women, flicked out his tongue. His giant mouth turned up at the corner, short panting breaths belched from somewhere deep inside his core. Bastard. Laughing at us. She had no idea how much a mindless creature could experience the emotion, but there could be no doubt that she was taking joy in their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. She moved his claw slightly, allowing grandmother to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only just when it's about her life and kind of was close enough to touch her. I'd kill this bastard. Something more strength kind of rose to her feet, just taking a snap as her right ankle, over her foot twisted backward. But she forced it from her mind again to hobble towards the monster. When a small knife from pouch out her way, she left on the foot that pinned her. Grandmother plunged the weapon deep. Give her back, she screamed. Give her back to me! It was like stabbing a rock, and a few swipes the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter again, raised its tail and sent it rushing in the air toward the young girl that flashed to its foot. Kind of never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of her home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. Kaine. Anne's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough to make out her grandmother's hands reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma? Kaine, you gotta run. You can't best this one. Kaine grabbed her hands and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on, we have to go. Ellen coughed loudly. One of her hands soaked with blood slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no. No! I said run, god damn it. You have to live. You have to get through. The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade's clawed foot smashed through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from the gaps in the creature's toes as the terrible putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she should see could not possibly be real. When the creature lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers. The sensation drifted away on the breeze. It was gone. Hey, Zem! Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after another. Well is subjective right now, I think. Faster and faster until they became a meaningless jingle of noise. Kaine screamed then, a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs, seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke. On the ground below, the earth shook with every step as it crept toward its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose, controlled by Mad Puppet Master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles, her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Looking at the shade, her eyes began to glow deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, trying to discern if the broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized the moment, laughing like a madwoman. She leapt into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of the knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kaine off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once more. Her chest rose and fell slowly. There was a great weight resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? I think it is. I'm bleeding to death. No, can't die. Grandma told me to live. It was like Kaine's mind something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke and flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it! 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 I can't. Kill it now! As the spark that was Kaine slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blended in one. The between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer.
The beast approaches. Oh, I know.
I bet, yeah. Yeah, Vice's book. With a face on him. Oh god, I have to redo my things to make sense for this. Give me Dark Blast.
What anger this creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I'm not gonna let this happen again. It dies today! My sword feels lighter.
It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down!
They are, yeah. Shades are wacky. And now we're gonna kill it. Kaine's dreams encounter. Gently, weakly, softly. The shade, sure that his tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off toward the horizon, stopping along the way to bellow one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Shame beyond imagining. Blech. Later is now then. Yep, the time is now. Shame beyond imagining. Kaine tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruin of her home and noticed a ragged stump on her arm, resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. I'm gonna make clapping a real bitch. Ha! She cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are ya? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought. The unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck your eyes and feed them to a dog. The voice of her child terror evaporated into smoke, and replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you, that way you can live forever. No, stop. Don't want to live forever. I want to die right here. I see, said quietly. Well, that's what you want. The butcher shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment. He procured a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kaine and smiled. As you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. Stop! No, don't hurt that picture! Kaine reached out with the remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture to the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back to the picture, only to see her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother as she truly was, a smashed and unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled and broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced a jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha! Ha-cha-cha-cha. I look like that? Oh god. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Trying in despair, Kaine laid her head back in the mud and the smoke of her ruined house waited for back in the mud and smoke of her ruined house and waited for the end to come. Just where everything let go and from her voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice said with the voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had somehow found a way to take form. Kaine wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something. I want to get on your knees and start praying to heaven. Please, invisible man from the sky, save me! Save me! Kahaha! Kaine found her resort to shouting at the voice in her mind. I make wishes, they don't come true for me. A curse, a freak. I should be left to die. Another voice boomed in her ears. Oh god, you're the best. Kaine glanced down and saw black shiny substance oozing from her leg. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet and began moving up towards the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upwards, feel the hot, seeping pain it left in its wake. What else might be happening? She was still alive and this was real. Come on, said the voice. Let it go. Kaine tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, Sunshine. You're ready to give up, ready to die, so why not let me have it? Have what? Your body. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stay on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused, flicking its lips when resumed. It was filled with mad, unabated joy. Now I take your hands and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in the blood just like before. As Kaine shifted her head and vomited, the warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. When it touched her brain, Kaine was struck with the most powerful sensation she ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small, whispered moan. Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Now give me that body. Come on, give me the body, and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. Black lump began to protrude from Kaine's side. As she watched, it grew longer and thicker, never taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face and she managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling at how she regained her voice. Stop. The black ooze hesitated as considering her request. But quickly she shimmered down her body before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. How the hell, Sunshine? We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said, can't die yet. Her grandmother, blade and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that killed her and hers mocking laughter, then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. I think to my grandmother, I have to kill it before I die. Kaine glanced down the mysterious pattern. The pattern of the shades burned itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, the voice said cheerfully. Look at that, Sunshine. I think you and me are gonna be good friends now. Kaine stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letter seemed ready to puncture her skin and ready to infect the rest of her body. Her arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop. Gotta stop. When her left arm in her right, Kaine took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight me. Hay's my favorite dish, and I'm hungry. Let it go. Feel the anger. Burn the fire of revenge. Thirst for blood, then go out there and... Shut and get the hell out of my body. Your body? Oh, that's rich, Sunshine. Real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have your body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddies of yours in the area would love to see you dead. I grabbed a shard glass and tried to saw the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her by the wrist, crushing it. Kaine screamed and dropped the shard. As the sound of her bone crunching filled the air. Ah, stupid idiot girl, you're possessed now, Sunshine. There ain't no going back. The voice laughed again, a loud, long wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed? Whispered Kaine. Yeah, possessed. You and me, we got what you might call a timeshare arrangement. Our folks used to think you're a freak. I'll wait to get a load of you now. Kaine looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is it because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? So, listen. The whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you, too. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine. Now that power belongs to you. You got enemies? People you want to kill? I can make it happen. That fat little kid kept picking on you? That big shade that squashed your granny? We'll wrap them up in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, Sunshine. No more pain. Wait, you're Shade. Why would you help me kill another Shade? What, you think I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? I don't give a good goddamn who you murder, honey pants. I just want to drink from the well. What, you racist? Damn. Kaine considered that she struggled to her feet. Proud of the shade coursing through her, the smoke of her house drifting away on the wind, and she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her new arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So how about it, you and me? We have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody part if you don't want. Fuck off, asshole. I'll handle the killing. Look at you go. Oh, Sunshine, we're gonna have so much fun. Listen, my name's Tyrion. If you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this place of your meat you call a heart. This piece of your meat you call a heart. Now get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour. And I like rotten and sour. I heard herself nodding the voice. Yeah, she said. Yeah, I think this can work. I'll find that shit. I'm gonna strangle him with his own guts. I'm done. I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyr, and count on it. Ha! I have shit bigger than you. So good luck with that. Oh, hey, and one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body, but if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, I'm gonna take over everything. So keep on killing, Sunshine, and watch your back. Voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to something deep inside Kaine herself. Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone, and waved her new left arm around a few times. It feels perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like mine. That's why she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want it to feel normal. Oh, gotcha. I mean, the creature inside her already won. I'm not a shade, I'm Kaine. Repeating this mantra in her head, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore the red stained spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. They had been through hell and back, the garland petals were as bright as ever. Kaine started to place it in her hair, and then slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. Sorry, Grandma, I'm so sorry. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. This time, I don't think there's any going back. With hearts to her heart, Kaine fell to the ground, sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn and people of the area rose to their daily lives, she remained in that position, as tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world.
Alive! Stay alive! Stay alive!
Grandma.
Kaine, you gotta live! You gotta come back to us!
Oh, hey. Emil, you were the one calling me, weren't you?
You still recognize me?
I'll start with that dance
Of course.
style.
I knew you right away.
Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kaine.
Wow, you grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
Shit. That's a long time. Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
No, it's great. Thank you.
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all. Are you kidding me? You can't be serious!
Please, try to understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it!
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me. As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
But
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
Yep.
I didn't get much sleep that night. For the first time in my life, I hated Devila. For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola. But those feelings are pointless in the end. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village. To protect it from the horror of the Shades.
It occurs to me now just how much of this game is about body dysphoria and dysmorphia.
Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola? In the end, I'm just as bad. Because I never once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself. I should apologize to Kaine and Emil, but what good would that even do?
I got a fire going, Kaine.
Wait, is that?
Campfires are weird. I'm so happy to get to talk to you again, Kaine.
Yeah, me too.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know. I polished you with a special cloth. I poured warm water over you.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Hey, Emil. Thanks for saving me.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know? At least I can look at you when we talk, right? Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Come on, I just want to know you better. Please?
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid. Before the whole shade possession thing. My body is different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak. But one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was, no matter how bad things got. She gave me the strength to keep going.
She's really special to you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey! That gives me an idea. Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body. I know we can do it if we all work together. Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Okay, can we just forget I told you about that?
They're cute. Mailbox is empty today. Hope I get a letter from June tomorrow.
Sleep well?
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
Gold moonflower seed. Money. Let's check upstairs. Nothing. There's a new interactable.
What might that be?
It's Mom's diary.
I have not heard you speak much about your mother.
She got the Black Scrawl and died when I was little.
My apologies for bringing it up.
It's all right. I can barely remember her face anymore. This is the only thing I have left of her. Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
I see.
But the final entries get a little strange.
In what way?
Well, here, take a look.
Say there, can you not hear me?
Oh boy.
Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
Sorry. Felt like I was dreaming or something.
It's John
Sleeping on
Neer.
one's feet is quite the talent indeed. Come now, there's the door.
Right. Let's go.
Alright, let's see what weapons we got. James and Price back for the voice? Yeah. Okay, we just have the same weapons we always had. Got it. Okay, I need to know what he looks like with Faith. How does he look with just a small weapon? This is the kind of guy you don't think should use a small weapon, I'm gonna be honest. Proceed beyond this point, you'll be unable to save until the battle is over. Sure. There's just gonna be a long fight then. Ooh. This world of recycled vessel, created to avoid the destruction of all. Bats! Real. This was the DLC for the original Nier, if I remember correctly. It lets you play as the other Nier, because the Xbox version, and more specifically the American version, had Daddy Nier, and in Japan there was only Brother Nier. But the DLC let the Japanese players play as Daddy Nier, and and in America, just let you play as whichever one you weren't playing as, because America got both, if I remember right. Oh, did it? Okay. I could have sworn Japan only had Brother Nier. Yeah. I just realized this is a intense remix of Emil's theme. Real. Oh, this is where we were running from the boar, wasn't it? This is the Shadow Lord's castle, but we're going down instead of up. I need AoE right now. Phantasm. Phantasm's bad. I've decided that. We're using Whirlwind. I genuinely don't see the use case of Phantasm over Whirlwind. That's true, but it does less damage. Fair. I mean, turning into a saw blade is pretty cool, though. Sav. Oh, hello. Ow. I know that you get weapons for completing levels, or sets of levels. I don't know how far you have to go. Three doors, each with 5 battles. I see. And they give you item refills, so I need to make these count. Black Scroll, Lost Destiny, a White Book, a False Truth. In that case, let me... Where's Beast Lord? Drain HP. You can throw around to do it over again until such time that you finish Given Doors battles. I see. This is outside Emil's house. Let's use Execution here. Not, sir? Stop. Down. Dip. Hit. Yeah, I was saying about Kaine. I never had it like as bad as Kaine, I guess. Like I was never like wasn't like stoned in the streets or anything like that, but I know it's like for people to just hate you and being called a freak and stuff like that. And starting to believe it, not even feeling comfortable in your own body. Honestly, I still don't to this day. I suppose that's neither here nor there at this point. But it's awful being isolated like that. It's always lucky to find someone who doesn't treat you awfully when you have that, when you're left with nothing. Eh. Okay, I need to do big. Cease. I like the Emil one. This one is a bit more questionable. Jump. No. Honestly, I don't think I've ever had a positive body image my entire life. Being hated for how I look was honestly a big part of that, probably. Sword of Assault, calling forth white death, they are legion, those who plunge the world into darkness. Maybe I should use Dark Blast here. Or Dark Lance, maybe? Definitely keep Dark Wall, though. Is one spear enough? No. Thank you! Yeah. I am not enjoying my time here. I mean, they all die in one hit. It's the fact that they kept disappearing before I could hit them. Fool's Embrace, by the way. I don't think playing on easy would make it any easier, honestly, because they just kept teleporting. It was hard to get them. Oh my god, my ship's already gone. Die. Oh boy. Dark hand time. Why did you lunge? Stop. You're not. That's fair. Ow. Oh, come on, that didn't even hit me. I hate it here. There we go. I got the armor. Not where I wanted to get it though, but... Yeah. Bap. There. Blackness segment scenes the future, the journey to return to soulless vessels. Or they journey. Oh, we definitely want woman here. No, we don't. We want Fist still. Well, maybe we can put Darkhand here. I do not recognize this area. Somewhere I missed. Like, I know it's the Sealed Temple, but where in the Sealed Temple? Bap! Okay. Execution time. Bap. 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 Okay. Everyone's reminder that execution is the answer to all the problems. Okay, Dark Wall it is. Die. Yep. Die. I didn't mean to use the recovery potion, but I had a lag spike. I am so upset about that. I had a lag spike. Okay, that one's my fault. Hello, Tutorial Boss. Ow. Medicinal herb. It's a rhythm game. Boop. And down. This shit right here, the parry loop, yep. Kabuki outfit. 1000 XP and 3 medicinal herbs. One-third of the way there. Yep, there's 2 more. Let's leave for now. We will do another one another time.
My word.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean. That happens to me whenever I read it.
Damn, it's just a dream. Whole time. Fool's Embrace. Okay. Nothing new here. And nothing new here. Okay, we need gold and we need a lot of stuff, really. We'll get there. Alright, let's restock before we head off. Hi, Devila.
Hey,
Oh, Hi. I kinda thought you'd never talk to us again.
I understand you're doing this for the village, and that you don't have a choice.
Pretty much, yeah. But look, why don't you go talk to Popola? I think she wanted to discuss the Shadow Lord with you.
I'm headed there next. Oh, and Devila,
Yeah?
sorry about yesterday. I shouldn't have.
You don't need to apologize. Anyone would be upset when their friends are hurting. Let Emil and Kaine know that we're sorry, alright?
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's restock real fast.
I worked.
Oh, I'm broke.
Shop here.
Well, let's hopefully stop being broke soon.
Popola?
Oh. Hello.
Look, I want to apologize for you.
Stop. You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, but neither did you. You're just trying to protect the villagers. And I jumped down your throat for it.
It's very kind of you to say so. Regardless, please don't let it trouble you.
Ahem. I believe there was something you wished to discuss with us.
Oh, right. Yes, about that. You know about the lost shrine, right?
The temple where I was first discovered.
That's it. Well, it seems that the Shadow Lord's lair is connected to it somehow.
Oh ho. It was right under our pages the whole time.
But the bridge that leads there is unusable.
So,
A boat?
yes, it took a lot long. I also act the ferryman will like that should make it easier.
I feel like you've... I'm really great. All right. I'll see you around.
And for the love of everything, be careful. And for the...
We're kind of skipping through because we already read all that, or we've already been through all that, so... When we get to new stuff, I'll slow down, but when we're retreading things, I'll probably just be skipping through.
The path above the entrance to the shop...
How excellent to know the canal is finished. Hopefully this puts our days of running all over behind us.
The faster we can move, the faster we can save Yona. Let's use it as often as we need.
Which job should I give you first? Got a job. Oh, which job should I give you? Come back.
I'm pretty sure all the quests just want us to go back to the Drunk Keep and do those. Because it's just the quest that we haven't done yet, right? Yeah. So all the quests we can pick up right now, we can't actually finish.
Hey!
That red...
Hey!
Sure. Apparently I...
Oh,
That in.
Yep, 12,000 more years of grinding in specifically the, the Drunk Keep.
The Lost Shrine's up ahead.
as well.
Let us...
But Matt, which playthrough is about Emil? Which playthrough lets me play as Emil? I want to play as the skeleton. Let me play as the gay skeleton. Hansel. What do you want? What you could just let this all go and not to go through the pain of leading Nier on. Yeah. Go away. Very defective swine. Not like you, I'm different. So the boss shades are, or at least believe themselves to be different. It's kind of Emblem 3 kind of playthroughs now. Oh. I mean, we're currently not playing as Kaine, so... Right, yeah. Again, stop bothering me. No more advice has been taken away. Hansel is dead. There's no reason for me to exist anymore. My life is over. Just leave me alone. I...
Ain't you excited, Sunshine? We finally get to bathe in blood.
Don't talk to me.
I want to kill so bad I can barely stand it.
So that's what Tyrion sounds like. Good to know. I don't know if good is the right word there, honestly. I guess his name should be Jared. I see. Ah, puzzles.
This is all too easy.
Sorry about that, my grandma came in again. Right. This way. Oh, did my model freak out while I was talking to my grandma? Wacky. I see the shades there trying to get me.
What's with these guys?
Certainly not your garden variety shades.
Their bodies aren't fully functional.
Say, I've heard of this. A cursed area where incomplete shades gather.
Huh. Sweet shades. This back once. Push. I didn't need to pull that one out. Okay, that's not open. that's the last of them. Yeah, I kind of get that. He does kind of sound like a Jared or a Kyle. Bonjour. Surely you're having to get gameplay right now. It certainly feels like it, doesn't it? I didn't have to fight that one, did I? No, because here's the exit. You can't avoid it, it will find you, this is true. I treated you all poorly, I mocked you, betrayed you, all because you went against all the rules the chains complete. But after all this, I think I can understand you, and we can speak as equals. We'll be very happy and we'll spend the rest of our life. That.
Kaine, Emil, look, from now on, I'm going to sleep outside with you.
Why?
I can't accept that you aren't allowed in the village. It's stupid.
So you're staging a protest? Fun!
Don't waste your time.
But it just feels wrong.
Well, that's really nice of you, but you still don't have to stay out here with us.
Emil.
You got a super important mission. You can't sleep out in the rain. What if you catch a cold?
What if you catch a cold, Emil?
Besides,
that one?
I like camping with Kaine. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories, or roast...
Emil, that's enough. I got a fucking image to maintain.
Yeah, she has to maintain that image for her twink boyfriend. Emil's a magic skeleton, he has no biological tissue or lungs. Yeah, but he can still catch a cold, and we have to put him in bed and bundle him up in a
We
blanket.
seem to be surrounded by a mob of helpless puppies.
Just kick him aside.
But like a... Oh, the big puppy's line, Jesus. I forgot about that one, I'm gonna be honest. And I put like an ice pack on his head.
This is hot.
head.
This...
I'm trying to write a letter of advice.
This is...
Trying to execute. Okay, fine, I'll use... I don't know, just set this up and then we'll just move the normal way. Alright, I guess I won't. I guess I can start Whirlwind. Enemy shots minus 25%. That's good. Word edit, magic. lot of programs that are used the same data architecture and linguistics as sealed verses, like in Universe, even Maso. But apparently it's still not magic though, is it? It's totally magic? I see. Let's go ahead and save so we don't lose progress. Touch them. Damn you.
What's going on? There's dozens of them!
Strong for you.
These are creatures of the darkness. Lure them to the light. Pathetic to the end, I see.
Aim for that statue. It's the leader.
Leader, if I rely on them. Oh boy. Now you save me. Stop hurting my friend.
Oh, you're funny. I'm gonna start crying here.
Foolish creatures. You cannot hope to best me.
These little bastards just keep coming.
These creatures cannot abide the sun. Lure them into the light.
Here we go.
Have you felled the beast?
No, we've not.
This is one stubborn son of a bitch.
Damn it, damn it, damn it!
Hey there, Sunshine. You ain't feeling bad for this freak, are ya? Ain't no turning back now. You gotta lust for blood. Embrace the slaughter. All we know is the thrill of battle. Ain't that right, Kaine?
He really is, isn't he? Okay. That's fight.
Kaine!
Oh, you're kidding me!
I love how upset he sounds about that. Come on, you stupid arm, move! But our friends make us whole. I know this is a big emotional moment, but I love hearing Tyrion's voice there actually makes it comical. He's just so upset about it.
Kaine! Are you alright? Kaine!
I fear there is little we can do for her.
No! Kaine!
What is happening?
It's all over for you, Sunshine.
Kaine! Kaine!
Remember, right, we use Dark Spear here, or Dark Lance.
It's Kaine's shade!
We've no other choice. We must strike it down.
Kaine!
Oh no, we use Gluttony.
Come back!
Now, pin her down.
Kaine, please! Come back to us!
I'm trying to fire my spears off, but oh well.
It's do or die time!
Yeah, I'll swallow you all.
Camille!
Stop Kaine from acting.
It does good damage, but you need a lot of projectiles to eat. There we go.
Oh dear.
Kaine!
Kaine! I couldn't hold it back. I can't be with...
We're always going to be together, Kaine. If you transform again, we'll just stop it again. As many times as it takes. I don't care how tough it is. We're gonna get you back. I like sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine. I'm able to ignore my appearance and keep going because of you. I'm weak, and I'm sad, and I'm lonely. But you make me strong. You're my friend, and I need you. So don't you dare leave me!
All right. Stop crying. And... thanks. I'm all right.
That just came straight from the heart.
Over there.
I mean, all things considered, I don't think it's off the
And what
table.
is this, hmm?
Beats me. It's got some kind of writing on it, but I don't know what it says.
How remarkably useless of you. Well, let's go ask Popola.
It's a cipher of some kind.
Can you determine its meaning?
I think this is the key to unlocking the Shadow Lord's castle. Here, take a look at this. I wrote down all the words I can understand. This fragment is called the Stone Guardian. Given that you found it in the Lost Shrine, the words must mean something. There are spaces here for 4 other fragments as well. The law of Robot, and the memory. But as for sacrifice and loyal Cerberus...
Not a problem. If we want to fill in the words,
Oh, splendid.
they're just shades.
It's a dangerous...
Yeah, well, Yona's an evil...
But how can you even...
Because she is! The junk heap in the Forest of Myth, yeah?
Please... Oh, and listen. The villagers know how much they've sacrificed. I'll hurry them along the best I can. But can you please give them a...
I'll try.
Let's go for the junk heap.
Popola said
because that's
perhaps
where
we
all
can
the
find-
things are. Save here. Also to start upgrading our gear, so. Is that just, yeah, that's just double up. We will find the jobs when we find them.
Shop here.
Speaking of jobs we find when we find
What's
them.
the... Yeah,
Oh,
this won't be our...
Thanks. I need 1 memory alloy, 10 titanium.
Wow, that's...
So Dedineer Gauntlet, the weapons you get are really cool. Gotcha. We'll do at least 1 a day, or at least 1 per stream. I feel like if we just sat down and did it all in 1 session, that'd just be the entire stream, and I do want to continue playthrough B, so... We will get to it when we get to it, but it won't be today. Unless I feel like we're just going really fast, but I doubt we're gonna get too far ahead. Especially with me going the wrong way every single time. I probably shouldn't have skipped that, honestly. Alright. Who's there?
Who are you?
I'm Kalia. What's your name?
Military defense robot, P-33. You are an intruder. You must be eliminated. Error. There is something leaking from your eyes.
I'm crying, you big dumb robot. I miss my mom.
What is crying? Who is Mom?
Doesn't matter. I can't see her ever again because she's dead.
My creator is also dead. He perished hundreds of years ago.
100 years ago, really?
874 years, 10 months, 14 days, 4 hours, and 43 minutes. 44 minutes.
Aren't you lonely?
I am incapable of being lonely, or missing others, or crying.
Crying because I don't want to die.
Will die.
If humans catch me, they're gonna kill me.
Why will they kill you? I will not permit the humans to kill Khalil. Military defense robot P-33 will protect you.
Can you help me?
P-33 is charged with defending others. P-33 will defend Khalil.
Oh, hooray. Thanks, robot. We're friends now. I'm gonna call you Beepy. Beepy.
Man, there's gotta be tons of machinery here.
Yeah, but I don't know how much we can actually use.
Oh, wow. Check this out. It looks brand new.
Hey, be careful, all right? This place is dangerous.
I'll be fine.
Oh, no!
Huh?
Look out!
Huh? 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 Jacob? Oh God, this can't be happening! Jacob! Jacob! No!
Scary.
The noise of the intruders caused the structure to fail. They should have proceeded with more caution. One intruder has perished.
Oh, that's terrible. When they are chasing me, they seem nice.
The junk heap. Perhaps we should speak to the brothers. They might know something about this.
Let me save again and load back, because I think I might have skipped a thing. I thought I was skipping that cutscene, but we probably missed new things, so I should load back.
Damn! Where'd they go?
There we go.
Get him! Don't let him escape!
My child.
I see something over there!
You're almost gone now, my child. Stay strong. You're good now, you understand? Run as fast as you can. How about you? Oh, no, you have to escape. No, you can't. Be safe, child. Be safe and happy. Possibly your mother. Mom, wait, let's go together. Mom.
Here! They're in here!
No, don't leave. Oh, but I can't skip this part.
You err. What? Not you. I. You. What? I. Military. Peace.
In the novella, Flame of Prometheus, apparently surviving his encounter with Nier, it recounts how P-33 gained massive intelligence and then broke free from the Junkie, launching himself into space. As leaving, he saw the enemy machines
Man, there's gotta be tons of machinery here.
Yeah, but I don't know how much we can actually use.
Oh, wow. Check this out. It looks brand new.
The North won me.
The Junkie. Perhaps we should speak to the brothers. They might know something about this.
Oh, hey there. It's been a while.
You're the little one, aren't you?
How fares your brother?
My brother's...
Oh.
It's a...
I need...
What is it?
You heard any rumors about... Not the little ones. I'm looking for one that's unusual.
No, I haven't heard about anything like that. But I haven't really been listening. All I want is to destroy robots. Just rip them up.
Okay.
First of all, the lace and night blesses you with everything. I'll tell you until you are burned away.
Never mind then. See you later.
Yeah.
I recently got my hands on... I thought...
Don't we?
Shh. These things happen the second time around.
These things happen the second time around.
This sword has seen better days.
Yeah, it's pretty beat up.
Can you repair it?
I can repair anything with the proper materials.
If you'll fix it, I'll get the parts.
I'm so glad I decided not to throw this out. I'm gonna need some memory alloy. Only the real big enemies on the second basement level have them, so watch yourself. Also, here's the passcode to get down there. Use it on the elevator.
You got it.
I'm gonna... Only the... By the... What can I help you with?
Gotta keep it a secret that we're on the second lap. You can't just acknowledge it directly. Okay, we need... Oh my gosh, so many broken antennas. I probably need all of them, too. We need a lot of titanium alloy. Iron ore we can just buy. We need large gears. We need scorpion claws still. We need machine oil. We can buy copper ore. We need more iron ore. What about two-handed swords? Kusanagi. I need a broken earring and iron ore. Phoenix sword.
Come back.
Two-handed sword, beast lord. Oh, I know word edit is what I need. Weapon. Beast lord. Mazar, so we get more items. You already possess the
It's a
falling item
shame
memory,
about the
Aloy.
older lad. He was but a child.
Sounds like you went into a dangerous area for the sake of the business.
So I could just turn around and leave, but I should probably go down anyways and go grind a bit.
The elder brother postponed his joy for the sake of his sibling. Do you think he was ever truly happy?
Just making his little brother happy would have been enough. That's what being an older brother is like.
Give me Whirlwind. Not this way, not this way. Fuck this place. I don't want to go that way. hello. Memory alloy, nice. Nice moves, Emil. Never mind, I can't. Can I just... No. Weird. I hate it here. Minecraft? Yeah, we're playing Minecraft. Except we're not. Where is MP Dust? Yeah. Zapping me. Yep, strongest Shadow Lord in the prologue. Hi, Kaine. How'd you get here first? I like how she's specifically programmed to just stand there all cool-like. Bonjour. Okay, now for the part where I die intentionally.
Damn it.
You do that because you keep the loot, and that's how you grind parts. The rarer parts, at least. Items, raw materials, where is it? Memory alloy. Yep, we have. Oh, we only have 2. Oh, how does it work then? I should have 3. Okay, that gave me titanium. So I should have... So I have 3 of that now if I die. Honestly, real. It was a good fit. I guess since you play most of the game as adult Nier, you can't wear them. Because that was Kid Nier who was wearing them. Okay, device, raw materials. Okay, you don't keep it. I could have swore you kept them. I guess you just do this as target farm then? Because this is a fast fight, I guess. It is a fast cycle. Titanium alloy again, and that's not what I wanted. Well, let's at least get our memory alloy back, and then we'll just keep going. Memory alloy. I should have kept... If I knew it was like this, I would have kept the memory alloy we got the first try. Okay, Emil, I know you're trying to help, but we're farming right now. You don't need to heal me. He's He's a king. Wish I had some new friends. Alright. What else do I have for AoE? Is this where Dark Phantasm's good, maybe? It is super cool. I just wish it was like it comboed better or something. I don't know. Like, what do I have on Vice for Dark Phantasm? I can make it cost less. Mirage from Automata, that's also true, yeah. Metal board. A lot of into metal boards. Why? Am I locked in? Am I forced to do this room? Dark Whirlwind. Stab. And a titanium alloy, sure. Yeah, there's a second one here. Well, we do need like a ton of titanium alloy, so it's good we got 2 more of it. Stab. 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 Sorry for that again. Okay, ready? What's a ship?
A large seagoing vessel that carries freight and passengers over bodies of water.
Yay, you're so great, BP. You learned so much.
You have taught me much, Khalil. You have helped to expand my vocabulary. You have instructed me in the ways of the outside world.
What stuff I don't know either. Maybe we should go explore the
Because
world.
we are friends.
That's right, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Oh.
That's some pretty impressive stuff you found. I'll start up, and since you did me a favor... Well, this is gonna take no sense in you waiting around.
That would be great.
No sense.
That would be great.
But what can I help you with?
Strength and weapon. Oh wait, I'm poor. What did I need the memory alloy for also? Dented metal bat I don't have. I guess I just needed it for just the one thing, huh? Well, let's sell some things, I guess, and we can upgrade other things. Yeah, I guess we just need it for Iron Will then. Faster. I'll straight to the cart.
Come back. No, that would be... By the... What can I help you with?
So... sell like 40 of these. We need oil, don't we? I thought we would have got a lot of that, but I don't think I saw a single one drop, did I? Let's see. It is a 3% drop from the SF-11 robots. And SF-11 is those floating guys. And you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need 8 of it. Jesus. Okay.
Come back. No, that would be by the. What can I help you with?
Alright, that's Faith maxed out. That's Fool's Embrace maxed out.
Come back.
What do I need for that other quest again? Alright, I didn't pick it up.
No, that would. By the. What can I help you with?
I'm pretty sure I need 10 titanium alloys.
Come back.
So let's head back into the junk heap, I guess. I don't know.
It appears we have some.
Head to the
Hopeless.
Force of Myth, I guess. But that'll be probably next time. I have to redo the puzzles. I do have to redo the fights. God, I have to redo this every time. Surely I don't, right? Surely. I do. Okay, then I'll just not go that way. We'll just miss one. Because that is more effort than it's worth. up, honestly. I guess we do need the memory alloy. That was loud. You're telling me not a single one of those dropped oil? God damn. Yeah, I know. Home to grind life, yep. Come on. Yep, don't forget you're here forever, I know. Come on, get up onto there. Okay, bye. Back to the first floor. How much titanium alloy do I need? let's see. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's 10, 20. Need 28 of the stuff. Jesus. Alright, let's see what we got progress on. And then we'll go back down one more time, and that'll probably be it for today.
No, that would be by the... What can I help you with?
Strengthen. Nirvana dagger. Need more gold. Okay. Need dented metal bats, broken saws, large gears. The machine oil is gonna be an absolute menace, isn't it?
Come. No, that would by the... What can I help you?
So... like 20 of those. Buy as much. Okay, hold on, let me do that. So how much memory alloy do I need? Memory alloy here. 2, 4, 6, 8. A lot. Broken antennas it is.
Come. No, that would by the... What can I help you with?
Metal piercings. Need one more fluorite for Labyrinth Song.
Come back.
Maybe Dark Wall, Dark Blast? I'm trying to think, like, what's the best way to deal with that, the minecart room? I'm gonna equip this, because that gives me 80 fucking magic. Dear God. Do I have any words that increase magic power for weapons? No. Goodness, wait. What do you mean? I mean, I know we're gonna come back, but we got 30 minutes left, so I might as well just do this. And we'll do the other stuff next time. Oh, just wall, you mean? I don't know if wall blocks the, so much. Maybe the answer is Whirlwind. Whirlwind, Lance. There we go. That actually. Hey, we got machine oil. That's 2 of the 3 we need for quests. One of the 3. Why did I say 2 of the 3? We need 2 more. Ow.
Damn it.
Alloy. We might start out just trying to sell the memory alloy, honestly. Is that more? Yeah, one more. Okay, we we just need one more machine oil, and then we're done with machine oil. And we never have to do machine oil again. Unless we want the upgrade everything achievement, which means we need 7 total. So we would need 4 more. First floor. Let's see how much we have. Okay, we have 3 titanium alloy, 4 memory alloy, 2 machine oil. We do 1 more machine oil, then we can do the quest that needs it. But I think we will call it there. Next time we will do... Next time we'll do another door in the DLC. Yeah, I saved. And then we will do a bit more of the story and then back to grinding probably. It'll take a while. God, we need so much titanium alloy, I just realized. Who's on? Who's on? Solace is on. I don't think he's realized. Alright, thanks for hanging out, everyone! For anyone who's lurking and new, feel free to join the Discord here. And as always, the raid message is... Flufraid. This was a lot of fun. Indeed. Fulu composed it, actually. There you go. Thanks again, Matt. Actually, the right message this time is... Sauce is midnight. Send Sauce a good flu freight, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Blue Frayed too.